Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. As I said in my last review, I was only going to do two Sideshow Collectibles figures originally, but I was digging through some of the boxes that I had under my bed, and I found one for a figure that you'll have seen many a time in my cabinet behind me, and you know, I think it's about time that I reviewed this one because I've had it a good couple of years now, and he's very, very cool. So, the figure that I'm going to show you today is this guy. This is the Republic Clone Trooper from the 212th Attack Battalion. Obviously this particular clone is modelled after the Phase 2 armour that we see in Revenge of the Sith, and as you can see, the pose that I've got this guy in at the minute is standing at attention with both of his weapons. So I'll get on to the details of the figure in a minute, but as always we're going to take a look at the packaging that this item comes in. Once again, it's the standard type of Sideshow Collectibles packaging. You've got the image of the figure on the front, on the side, the back, and of course the other side. And on the back there you've got an absolute ton of still images from the Utapau battle scenes from Revenge of the Sith. And then below that you've got a couple of other figures available in the range. I believe this particular figure is one of the older Clone Trooper figures that I have. I think this one was made in 2008, maybe, hang on, the stand will tell me. Sorry, 2009, so it's a couple of years old, but still very cool. And once again, you've got the open up packaging, and inside you've got the display window where the figure would sit, as well as a ton of information about the character, which once again will be copied and pasted into the video description. So there we go, that's the box for the figure. I'll give you a look at him now. As you'll have probably seen, this figure does have the Sideshow exclusive sticker on the front, and once again this particular figure, like the Stormtrooper Commander, does come with a unique display stand. So to give you a closer look at the figure, I'll just remove the figure from the stand, give you a better look at him. The stands are quite fiddly to take off. There we go, I'll just give you a closer look at the stand. Once again, done up in the 212 colours with the name of the figure across the front. Very, very cool. The figure itself is basically the same body as the Phase 1 Clone Trooper that I showed you in my previous review. Obviously this guy has a completely new decor and a new head. Rather than being a clean Clone Trooper, this figure has very, very dirty armour, but like the Phase 1 clone that I showed you in my previous review, this guy does suffer from the same problem as the Phase 1 clone, and that is when you rub the weapons up against the armour, it does leave a scuff mark, but fortunately because the figure is so heavily weathered, it's not quite as noticeable on this figure. The weapons that this guy comes with are the standard weapons that you'd expect from a Clone Trooper figure. First up you've got the rather large DC-15 rifle, which is cast in a, well, painted in a much lighter grey colour, as opposed to the black that the Phase 1 Clone Trooper's weapon was painted in. Still very cool nonetheless there. And of course you do get the much smaller DC-15S carbine, which I've been told is not a pistol, but I still think it is. Once again, you've got the fold out stock on this one, and I can demonstrate that much easily for you this time round. I forget entirely how these are supposed to lock up, but that's how you can get it to look. Can't remember how to do it completely, but there you go. Sorry, that was my phone. Looked like I was having a spaz attack or something. So yeah, they're the weapons that the figure comes with. And before I forget, like with most figures, this guy does come with two interchangeable hands, and once again these are curled up into fists. So there are the hands that come with the figure. Onto the figure itself. As I said, this figure consists of the same body sculpt as the Phase 1 Clone Trooper. The body glove that's underneath is made out of the same type of fake leather material. as you can see, he has the orange flashes all around his armour to symbolise that this character is part of the 212th Attack Battalion. In terms of articulation, this guy has movement in the head, the shoulders and elbows, wrist, torso, hips, knees and ankles. So he's articulated everywhere. And as I said, he suffers from an absolute ton of weathering. You know, this one's really been through the wars. And as you can see, you've got the Phase 2 style helmet on this figure. And once again, no removable helmet. And this particular figure is going to look great alongside the upcoming 1/6 scale Commander Cody that Sideshow Collectibles are releasing. Not entirely sure when that figure will be available, but no doubt when he is, an absolute ton of collectors are going to go gaga for it. This particular figure is going to look awesome with him. It's a very, very cool figure indeed. Really highly recommended. You know, if you're a fan of clones, then definitely pick this one up. As I said, the quality of the figures really do make up for the price point, as these guys are very expensive. Just before I finish up the review, I'll just get him in a different pose for you, give you a better look. There he is. Very, very nice figure indeed. Highly recommended. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and that's going to round off my series of Sideshow Collectibles reviews for today. I will be back with many more Sideshow reviews in the near future. I've got an absolute ton in the cabinet behind me that I haven't reviewed, such as Emperor Palpatine, Captain Antilles, Princess Leia, and as I said in my previous review, I've got perhaps the best Sideshow Collectibles figure on the way in the mail, so I'll be reviewing that soon as well, so stay tuned. Anyway, thanks for watching this review, and until next time, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.